Operation New Broom has swept through Mayfair in Johannesburg, recording our biggest successes yet. 391 suspected illegal immigrants were arrested as Home Affairs continues our work to go community by community and street by street to restore the rule of law in our immigration system. Our message is clear. If you are in South Africa illegally, self-deport now before we catch and deport you and ban you from ever entering South Africa again.
Sanibonani Mzansi Dumelang and welcome to the current essay. Today we are talking about a major law enforcement operation that recently shook Mayfair in Johannesburg, where over 600 undocumented foreign nationals were arrested in a coordinated raid. What's behind this operation, why it happened, and what it means for local communities? We are breaking it all down, so stay with me. Over 600 people, 217 women, and 413 men were arrested in Mayfair during a multi-agency operation involving Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department, the South African Police Service, and the Department of Home Affairs. According to the city, the operation was intelligence-driven, meaning law enforcement didn't just act randomly. They targeted specific locations known for harboring undocumented migrants and illegal activities. MMC for Public Safety Mqini Tshwaku said all detainees are being processed legally and in accordance with Home Affairs regulations, which is an important point to note. No shortcuts or unlawful detentions. The city described this as a demonstration of what can be achieved when agencies coordinate decisively, and they say more operations are planned in other hotspots across Johannesburg. Now, why Mayfair? This part of Johannesburg has seen a significant influx of undocumented residents, leading to overcrowding and in some cases hijacked buildings. Local media reports have highlighted properties crammed with dozens, sometimes hundreds of people living in unsafe conditions. These areas have also become breeding grounds for crime, exploitation, including syndicates that facilitate illegal immigration. City authorities are framing this operation as part of a broader crime prevention strategy, not just an immigration crackdown. The goal is to restore safety and order in communities that have been neglected for too long. While this is a law enforcement operation, it's crucial to note that legal processes are being followed. Home Affairs is responsible for processing the detainees, which includes verifying identity, issuing notices, and potentially deporting those found to be in South Africa illegally. Operations like this often spark debate around human rights and humanitarian concerns. Critics argue that mass arrest can disrupt vulnerable communities, particularly women and children, but the city's position is that these raids are targeted and intelligence-driven, aimed at tackling illegal networks rather than random sweeps, which is a key distinction. Tshwaku also mentioned that human trafficking syndicates and criminal networks are among the targets. These groups often exploit undocumented migrants, forcing them into unsafe living conditions or illegal labor. By targeting Mayfair and other known hotspots, law enforcement is trying to cut off these criminal pipelines. For residents, this is supposed to translate into safer neighborhoods, fewer hijacked buildings, and more law-abiding communities. However, success depends on consistent enforcement and follow-up operations. Operations like this send a clear message to communities. Illegal activity won't be tolerated and vulnerable areas will be monitored. But it's a delicate balance. Authorities must avoid alienating communities while still enforcing the law. For locals in Mayfair, reactions are mixed. Some welcome the crackdown, hoping for safer streets and less overcrowding. Others worry about displacement, loss of income, and potential humanitarian issue. This is why authorities often emphasize coordination between police, home affairs, and social services, ensuring that enforcement doesn't become chaos. So what does this mean for Johannesburg? Law enforcement coordination is improving. Multi-agency operations show that agencies can work together effectively when intelligence and strategy are prioritized. Illegal immigration remains a serious challenge. Mayfair is just one hotspot, and authorities have hinted at similar operations in other areas. Community safety is at the forefront. The city is making it clear that protecting vulnerable residents and restoring order is a priority. These efforts could shape how cities tackle undocumented migration and associated crime going forward. Over 600 undocumented migrants arrested, targeted raids, and the fight against illegal networks in Johannesburg. This is how authorities are attempting to reclaim safety in Mayfair. As always, it's a complex issue, balancing enforcement, human rights, and community needs. But one thing is clear, the city is sending a message that illegal activities will not be ignored. What do you think, Mzansi? Do you believe these operations actually make our communities safer, or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to hear what you really think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next upload, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'll see you later.